Supper Club Sessions.
Supper Club Sessions?
Supper Club Sessions. Supper Club Daniel Donato.
Awesome. And this episode of Supper Club Sessions, Daniel has already eaten, but he had coffee.
2 cups.
What brand of coffee do you drink?
This week it's Dilly Coffee.
Is there a rating scale, or is it dark roast?
It's espresso roast.
Espresso roast?
Yeah.
And is there any particular way you're making this coffee?
Yeah, I just switched over to the French press method. I was doing percolator, which is a little bit different method than French press, but it's still pressure. It's the pressure.
It's the pressure? Okay. And now you're drinking water out of a unicorn cup.
I love hydrating. I already drank 3 bottles of water today.
Stay hydrated. What is Cosmic Country?
Perfect. That's amazing. So, when I started touring, I would always go to gas stations and people would always ask, hey, are you in a band? And that always felt weird because I was in a band at one point, and then there would be some times when I wasn't in a band, I was just doing my own shows, and it always felt weird. So it was like, upon speculation, thinking internally, I was like, I'd like to think I'm bigger than a band. I really love people like Diplo and like people who have like 6 or 7 projects, Jack White, Dan Auerbach, people who have several things going on. And Cosmic Country is my first endeavor while being Daniel Donato. So it's like the first project Daniel Donato is putting out. And it's my sound right now, and it's my brand.
Awesome. What is your creative process?
Well, I create all kinds of things. I create content for videos. I create music in studios. I write songs that just get recorded to iPhones in their first state of being born. All of that starts with a process every morning. And I usually wake up and I'll like hit the gym or I'll do something physical. And then I like to get into like a good place of mind to create. So even before our interview today, like I was running scales with my vocals and with my guitar. I love doing that. It always gets me in like a nice fertile place to create. But yeah, usually I'll just sit down with an idea, or like I feel like an idea would come to me, and then I just follow it until it's in fruition. It's very simple.
Awesome. When you're going through the creative process, like you give your rough draft, what is the process of going through your rough drafts? What do you feel works or doesn't work?
Rough drafts of songs?
With anything.
Yeah. Well, like learning something is different than creating something. And like I spent many years learning things before I created them. And so that's always like accuracy based. Like if you're learning something, you always have something to compare it to. When you're creating something, you don't have really anything tangible that's manifested yet that you can put it to a standard to, unless you're writing a song that's like based off another song, right? But I can usually tell right away if something's kind of throwaway or something really does mean something. I want to share it with the world. But everything serves a purpose. Like that's another thing now. It's like you can write songs that the world never hears, and that's okay. I really believe so. Yeah, I hope that makes sense.
Okay, awesome. Normally I normally don't have questions already written out, but normally you have great hair, and we're not seeing your hair today.
Oh no, should I unveil it?
I feel like it's an unveiling, because
Yeah.
your hair is like part of the Daniel experience,
Whoa,
right?
thank you. My whole thing is now that I've been at home from touring, I like to if I don't have to worry about my hair that day, I'll just put the hat on. I'll just put the hat on.
Cosmic sounds happening. So, what is the product rundown, and what do you use with your hair?
Ooh, it's a constantly evolving thing. I'm really into argan oil right now, just argan oil. So I'll condition every day, shampoo once a week, all natural stuff. I like to shampoo, which is kind of weird using Dr. Bronner soap, Castile soap, which is I don't know if that's a favorite thing to do. And for conditioner, I think it's called C8. It's from my hairstylist Rogan Rain at Street Gypsy on Music
Cool.
Row.
What influences you in general, like music-wise, style-wise?
Yeah. anything I take in influences me as a person, and everything I create is from me as a person. So it's alternative energy sources, right? So it's like things that are negative influence me. Everything gives me energy. If I, especially if I take time to go and reflect back on the things that happened to me during the day, or during a weekend, or something. Everything gives me energy, so everything inspires me. But musically, right now, I'm really into Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves. That album, I love that album. Can't get over it. Really into Jerry Reed. He was a crazy man on the guitar, crazy man singer. You listen to his vocals, he's just a lunatic. Love that. Jack White is big for me right now. But I also love a lot of fashion. I love like Jerry Lorenzo and Virgil Abloh. Those people are really inspiring me right now with taking simplicity and applying that to like a loud aesthetic. Because that's part of the Cosmic Country thing too. Is like, what does it look like? How does it feel? What's the vibe? So yeah.
Awesome. It was interesting. What bad influences influence you? That's interesting.
Great example. So like this past weekend, I went and toured in Oxford, Mississippi, Memphis, and Birmingham. All southern cities. And predominantly, the venues I was hitting were college demographic based venues. And college isn't in season right now. We're doing this on June 18th, right? 19th. So college is not in season. What's crazy is there's no one there. There's like 15 people at the shows. And like I use that to kind of like, you could normally be like, oh, well, the show is a no-go. The show is it's a bust. But you can just simply, with a bit of optimism and positivity, change your perspective, your innate perspective. Adapt a new one, and take that and use it as energy to feel optimism, feel positivity, and to perform well. So that's most recently, like this past weekend, how negative things influence me.
Taking a negative into positive. That's
Yeah.
very mindful. So I'm gonna ask a couple random questions because that's part of my aesthetic. I guess, would you rather shave half your head or one eyebrow?
Half a head.
Half your head? Coca-Cola or Pepsi?
Coca-Cola.
Pizza or burger?
Burger.
What is your go-to topping on pizza?
Anchovies.
Anchovies? And so you cut your teeth basically playing in downtown Nashville. How do you think that affected your playing style?
Crazy amounts. I think we can always like, it's crazy like when you start something, how much of the shit, like the largest equity of influence holds, is developed within the early stages of whatever it is you're doing. Everyone has like those like 3 or 4 albums their parents always listened to that influenced them musically. They had some of their earliest musical memories. So when I started playing music, that was a different life for me. That's a different thing than listening to music, which I'd always done. Playing music, so it's kind of like a new life. So like that one street had all of my heroes, it had all of my challenges, all of my goals, and all my achievements for a number of years came from that street. All the money I made came from it as well, from Lower Broadway. All my musical influence too. So I mean, it was who I was for like 5 years. And so what I'm trying to do now is to take the things I learned down there, the things that made it its own style of music, its own proprietary way to play music, Lower Broadway style, and I'm trying to adapt that into a larger scale picture of who I am as an artist.
Awesome. And your album is, I know there's different songs dropping.
Just singles right now.
Singles?
Always Been a Lover just came out, and Sweet Taste in Tennessee was back in March.
And what song is resonating with you the most?
Well, they both do. They really do. They're both two different purposes though, so everyone knows me as a guitar player, which rightfully so. I want to be the best guitar player in my generation. But the way to do that, the one way to get scaled is you need to release songs. And live guitar players can't do songs. So Sweet Taste in Tennessee was one of my favorite attempts at being like, well, here's a song. Hopefully, anyone, whether you play guitar or not, relates to this. And I just put out "Always Been a Lover," which is also on the tail of that vibe, but there's also a lot of guitar, and it's a great expression of my style and what I've developed over the 10 years of playing.
Awesome. And shout out, Joe. And I've noticed through your Instagram you have a bit of a personality. Does that affect your music and in any way?
It affects everything I do.
Yeah.
I've always been me though, just like you've always been you.
Yes. Well, you are very much a comedian.
Woo! Thanks. Thanks.
And I mean this in the best way because I'm a jokester myself.
Yes. Well, I just love how now like humility is on the front burner. It's on the spotlight. Like having humility in your delivery of who you are as a person is accepted, and I love that. I love humility. It's like a great public speaking tool is to always throw down humility before you throw down anything. Like let it out to the world. And I love doing that. Instagram's a real platform where I can do that.
So, is there any thought of your process of what you put on your Instagram, or?
No, it's rather unthoughtful. The only thought that goes into it is I want to just religiously be posting on there. That is my religion, is posting on social media. Like I'm on TikTok, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Patreon, and I'm on Instagram. And I do have like one platform that's my biggest, that's my Instagram, but it's like those other 5 I focus on all the time. And it's like that's the only thing, is just like how much content are we putting out there, and is it solid? I just try to be honest and not overthink things and just do it as often as I can.
Awesome. So your go-to is Instagram?
Yeah, that's really, if you want to shake my hand virtually, I'd love for that to happen on Instagram.
Okay.
The first place anyone ever sees me.
Awesome. So everyone should go follow. What is your handle on
So
Instagram?
Daniel Donato on Instagram.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for this interview. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I love it. Everyone subscribes to your channel.
Oh, thank you. Really? Alien Farah.
Love that. I'll subscribe.
Thank you, Daniel. I need all the subscribers I can get.